Welcome to the fucking metaverse.
I grew up very much sort of like playing games, and for a long time I wanted to make games, and sort of went and got a computer science degree to do that, until I realized, I can't make games. I'm not going to be making games. But like, I think because I work in 3D and make 3D assets, it literally like directly translates. Like every single day I'm making a 3D environment.
It's not just like, hey, you're going to go into this space and here's this object that you can look at. It's actually that like these will be wildly interactive spaces, yes. Right? And so when I think about like it from the perspective of like Gary's Mod, or even Rust or Ark Survival, or some of these like, mildly open world games where you can create and do whatever you want and build whatever you want in them. Some of the most fascinating content I've seen over the past 5-6 years is role-playing games, essentially, that were created on these platforms, and Twitch streamers utilizing them to show off what they can do. The idea that like, if you're creating these AR or /VR worlds, what you can do in them, create narratives and story around it, and give people more than just a sense of digital identity. That's like you're going in and it's like you're basically gamifying it. And from an art perspective, that's amazing, because you can just like, it's free reign. It's like, I'm going to create a world. Yeah. Right. And other side is going to be a platform to enable creators to do stuff like that. But really, it's the same as like, if Roblox weren't for children, right? Like if a Roblox were for adults, like maybe people, would go in there and like create a world, right? But you wouldn't, because it's for Roblox, it's voxel, it doesn't look that cool, and it's also for kids, right? Yeah. But if they're a platform for adults.
I don't think I would last too long on Roblox. Yeah. I feel like that would be a permaban pretty quick. That'd be pretty quick. Wow, you lasted 4 days. That was pretty good. Yeah. I think to me, that's very exciting.
Well, I like the idea of empowering creators to have creative control in one of these environments, right? It's that like, this is your space. You can do whatever that you want in there. It's not like you have to partner with a gaming studio to like create the Beeple X Activision or whatever. It's like, no, this is just Beeple's world. Like you can go there and fuck around.
I would love to sort of like see my stuff in an environment like that. And so it's super cool to like, know that you guys are building something that it would be like a place where I could have something in there. Like what's tough again is the infrastructure that it requires to build something like that from scratch. I don't think I have to tell you guys, making a game is hard.
Very hard. Very hard.
Making a game is hard.
It's hard but rewarding if you get it right? That's like the magic.
It's very rewarding. It is, again, a lot of work that to me is frankly not that interesting, because it is so sort of like technical and so sort of like there's just a lot to do it at scale, obviously.
So I think,
but being able to utilize that and like piggyback off that and like, play with that tool, that to me, is super exciting.
Leave the infrastructure to us, right? Like,
we'll handle that. That's where it's like, I'm very interested to like have like a space like that where if I could like have the tools to sort of like build out a world and sort of like have it exist within the rest of this ecosystem and work within that, especially because even more than just the like technical, like, okay, the character can move and it's a 3D environment, blah, 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 is having the things that you guys have sort of like built out in terms of the like resources and stuff too, that it can be populated with things that already they have some sort of like weight and value, and sort of like also explain to people, okay, here's this world and it's got this buzztonium and it's got this fucking whatever and it's got and it's like, I think that's a lot, and sort of like having some sort of like intermediary to kind of like piggyback off what I think appeal to a lot of creatives, and it's something that I think would be very sort of like exciting.